Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over the best players to use your 95 overall power pass on. You do get this power pass from reaching mult level 80, which is currently the max mult level. So, I'm going to head over to the auction block and I'll show you some of the best players in my opinion to use the 95 overall power pass on based off of value and just how they play in general and their stats. So, I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay guys, so the first player I am going to be going over is 95 overall quarterback Rich Gannon. I'll show you stats here. He has 83 speed, 94 throw power, 93 short, 92 mid, 92 deep accuracy, 93 throw under pressure, 92 throw on the run, and 93 play action. He is a field general archetype, so he does get hot route master, so that's nice. That's the main plus. I've personally never played with the card, but I have watched a ton of gameplay on him. Um, his throw power is good. His speed isn't incredible, but he's not one of those people you really want to roll out with or scramble with. He's one of those pocket passers. I do see him play. Um, I've seen a lot of gameplays on YouTube. I've played against him. He does make really accurate throws, obviously. Um, all right, throw on the run, but I mean, you're not gonna really be throwing on the run with him if his speed's 83. I mean, you can get chemmed up all of these really high stats. I mean, this is probably the best quarterback to use a 95 overall power pass on, in my opinion. There is a Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes that you can use it on. But if you look at the price of what you're going to need to power him up to this point, he's probably the cheapest. Patrick Mahomes, I know, is expensive, and Josh Allen is pretty expensive. Um, I would definitely recommend the card. I don't really like using 95 overall power passes on my quarterback, or just any really power passes on my quarterback. To be honest with you, I feel like I can find a solid quarterback pretty cheap. Like I found this Deshaun Watson like pretty cheap that I'm using right now, and I just powered him up, and he's 95 overall with chems, and he plays phenomenal. To be honest with you, um, the good thing about power passes is you can always like take them out and put them on another player if you want, if you change your mind or you don't like the card that you put it on. Another option is if you already have a 95 overall in a power up, already powered up to 96, you can replace that card with the 95 overall power pass and sell that card off for how many ever coins you want. That is another option. I personally don't do that. I'd like to just add a player on my team, but if you guys out there do have a really good team, then that is an option. So my next player I will recommend is 95 overall Alvin Kamara. Um, he is pretty expensive right now. He is one of the best running backs in the game, so he's fairly priced. As you see here, he's 5'10", 94 speed, 95 excel, so good speed and good excel. 95 agility, which is good. 90 carrying, which isn't amazing, but I mean, it'll do the job. 85 catching, which is extremely good for a running back. 94 change of direction, 86 trucking, and 97 break tackle, which is also amazing. So you cam this guy up, and he can easily get to 99 in some attributes. Um, I personally haven't played with the card, but when I do get my 95 overall power pass, this is honestly probably the guy that I'm going to use it on. He's the most appealing. I have played against him. He's really frustrating, mainly because of his speed and his 97 overall or 97 break tackle is insane. He just breaks tackles like for no reason, like they won't even juke or anything, and he will just break through tackles. Um, that's all I really have to say about the card. He's really good. If you need a good running back, speedy, he can juke really well. Has really good catching, so you could put him at a receiving back if your team's really good and you just run him at third down back, which I doubt that's what you're gonna do with him. Another option at running back is Derrick Henry, which I won't show you stats here because he's not really someone I would recommend. His speed's not that good, and his juking's not that good. The only thing that's really good about him is his break tackle and trucking. Those are both really good. It's not really a good card in my opinion. I've played against him. I mean, he breaks tackles, but not as much as you would expect, to be honest with you. Not worth using the power pass on, to be honest with you. Unless you just really want to try out Derrick Henry. Of course, all of this is up to you. But this is my personal ranking, so I'm going to hop over to the next player, and I'll see you guys in a second. So the next player I do want to show you guys is T.Y. Hilton. I'm also comparing him to DK Metcalf, who is another option. Um, I personally would go with Ty if I wanted a wide receiver because you can get DK from the playoff solo challenges NAT. You cannot get Ty Hilton because he was released after the day one playoff challenges. I'm comparing to DK Metcalf here. You see he's 5'10", so pretty short. 95 speed, 87 jumping, which isn't that good, but I mean It doesn't matter too often unless it's like a jump ball Hail Mary play. It doesn't really matter. 94 catching, which is good. 89 catching traffic isn't amazing. You can see DK has +5 on him there. 92 spec catch isn't horrible. His route running beats DK everywhere. You see 94 short route running, 93 mid, 94 deep. Those are all amazing. Haven't played with the card. I have seen gameplay on him. He does look really good. His route running is actually good. He has quick cuts. He seems to burn a lot of defenders, honestly. 95 speed's good too. Overall, really good card. If I had to pick between the two, I would pick Metcalf, but you can get the Metcalf out of the solo challenges for NAT, and you can't get TY for that. So I would personally get TY with the power pass if I wanted a wide receiver. And then if you just want one wide receiver, just do the playoff solo challenges and get the NAT DK Metcalf, and just use the 95 overall power pass of one of the other players I'll show you. So next I'm gonna go over the O line, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay, so the next player I'm gonna show you guys is 95 overall Larry Allen. He's the only O lineman that I will recommend. He's the only one that I feel like is worth using, unless your team's really good, of course. He actually is going for over 200,000 coins right now, but that's definitely gonna drop down when Team of the Year comes out tomorrow. I'll show you guys his stats here. 95 strength, 91 awareness, 91 pass block, 94 pass block power, 90 pass block finesse, 95 run block, 95 run block power, 92 run block finesse. I've looked at all the O linemen that are 95 overalls, and this is the only one that I would really say is worth getting with the 95 overall power pass. Um, Pretty good pass block stats, good run block stats. I don't know why he is a 95 overall. Like, just looking at his stats, he should be like a 94. But EA doesn't really do their overalls like that. They kind of just do how they please. But overall, if you need a lineman, really good right guard, would definitely suggest him. I don't like using 95 overall power passes, or like I said, any power passes that are above like 93 on linemen. Like, I actually have a couple 88 overall power passes on my linemen on my team, but that's because I just needed something to like somewhat decent lineman to fill in that spot. I would use the higher overall power passes on skill positions. That's really where it counts, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna hop over to the defense, and I'll show you guys my defensive players. Okay, so the next player I'm going to show you guys is a cornerback, 95 overall, Tre'Davious White, 93 speed, which is pretty good, 95 excel, which is good, 93 agility, 87 jumping, 88 play rec, which is also but 96 man coverage, 94 zone, and 95 press. Really good coverage stats. His jumping and his play rec's alright, but his agility, his acceleration, and his speed are good. I would definitely suggest Tre'Davious White, especially in a power pass. Everything's going to be +1. He's Him and Troy Vincent are the only cornerbacks that I would even suggest using this 95 over a power pass on, to be honest with you. Um, Solid player. There's really not much to say about him, to be honest with you. Um, if you need a cornerback, this is a really solid guy to pick. This is my personal preference if I had to pick one. So this is Landon Collins. He's 93 speed, 95 excel, 92 tackling, 95 play rec, 96 pursuit, 83 man, which is pretty bad. 90 zone, which is alright, and then 96 hit power, which is really good. Um, I'm mainly suggesting this guy as user linebacker, to be honest with you, with his 90 zone's pretty good, and then 96 hit power with 93 speed and 95 excel. You put him at sub linebacker, he's gonna do really well. I'm a huge fan of high hit power players, even though it's pretty hard to get fumbles out of players. If you do have someone with high hit power, they will force fumbles. So this is the only strong safety I will suggest, and I don't even know if I would put him at strong safety. I would sub him into linebacker, because he does only have 90 zone and 83 man. I personally think that's kind of why they put this card in the game. It's kind of like an easy user for you guys or anyone that wants him. So, um, 96 pursuit, good. I mean, I'm torn on him because part of me is like, you could put him at strong safety because 90 zone is not horrible, but especially with his speed and some abilities on him, I would just put him at sub linebacker, to be honest with you. That'll be it for Landon Collins. The final player I want to go over with you guys is 95 overall Sean Taylor. He's currently insanely expensive and is at 370k. That will go down after tomorrow for Team of the Year. But I'll show you guys here. 93 speed, 93 excel, 89 tackling, 92 play rec, 94 pursuit, 83 man, which isn't that good, but 93 zone's good, and 95 hit power. This is one that you can put in coverage. I like the hit power. I like the speed. I like the coverage stats. Overall, just a good safety. If you are in need of a safety, definitely a very viable one. Um, and obviously with the power pass, everything will be +1. So you can get also good abilities on him with good coverage stats and good hit power. And that's all I really have to say for all the players in this video. I hope anyone that watched this enjoyed. I hope anyone that watched this got something out of it, and now you kind of have an idea on what players you use for your power passes. And that's gonna wrap the video up, guys. So peace.